we're back for the after show. So we'll wait for everybody to get in here. But I just wanted to say some kind words, if I may. Thank you, Okra. I'm probably saying that wrong. Maybe, maybe not. But I just want a little space for the moment. And we'll see. We'll see. I want the interactive show that we had yesterday. Wanted to catch up on some things. But we'll see. We'll see. I gotta check if people have some. That's right, Splendy. That's right. Thank you, man. Thank you for the question. That was pretty cool. And I gotta catch up on some of the reading too. So that was nice of you to pitch in. But yeah, I've been behind on the content, and I don't have the finals to blame. So I'll just have to I'll just have to catch up with you guys since I'm sure you guys are probably light years ahead of me. I just wanted to grieve a little bit because this was a big one. I got to be honest. It was a big one, and I don't know. I don't remember not not knowing Goodfellas. That's outside of my head for now. Yeah, Vingle. Yeah, so true, so true. There you go. There you go. Bass guitarist too. I was listening to some Marty Friedman. I'd be happy to share. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. But but yeah, Vingle. Hey Vingle, man, you've been really good with some of the stuff in the chat. So I appreciate your support. But but yeah, just wanted to speak on some things. I woke not this is not how I want to wake up, is to go on Twitter and hear about stuff like this. But I don't know, maybe you guys can help me out here. Help me out because we were talking last episode about Fight Club not being worth the hype, possibly. I know that Book Cat is in that space, but for me personally, and I know that it's a crutch, but I don't know if I can let go. I'm not sure. But for Ray Liotta, I think there is plenty of space for everyone to give props. I remember when Eddie Money died. It was one of those strange things, kind of like when the Cars got into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It's you don't expect a lot of people in metal to really give a shout out to stuff like that, but it's just one of those things. Again, like the attitude that I want to give off on the show. People like Kai Schwimmer, who got banned again on Twitter. They just can't give people like us a break, I guess. But that kind of attitude where it's and we're getting into some of that just a few minutes ago. It takes a lot for me to write somebody off and say that this is useless. That's why I recommend people on Cozy, people like Kai. Classical Theist, I want to plug again because it's strange how many people get overlooked because it's on an alternative outlet like Cozy. So it's just one of those things. It's a blind spot, and even probably a lot of Zoomers are also victim to that. Unfortunately, you think they'd be immune to it. So again, I even though I dedicated a whole video to declaring war on Gen X, I don't know. Like Matt said, that might be the bridge. That might be the playbook, since they are probably a lot more curious. I don't know. I don't know what the right word would be. But yeah. But yeah. Again, this is probably gonna be a shorter stream. Shorter stream, shorter stream. After show, casual, which means can we get that here? Where are we at here? This right here. Well, the glare is a little. The glare is a little something. Yeah, that'll help. That'll help. But yeah, but yeah, but yeah. I'm thinking Goodfellas. I'm thinking Unlawful Entry is probably up there too. What else am I missing? What else am I missing? A big one, Field of Dreams. That's a bit. That's a very boomer movie, or I guess Gen X would be proper. But I don't know. I think a lot of the hype is warranted. So, and then I've been listening to a lot of Elvis. So I wanna prep for that because we got that movie coming out next month, and that's probably gonna have a similar rally cry for people on our side. That's my prediction. I remember we were talking with Thomas about that a while ago, and it's I don't know. It's not really under the radar, but it does seem like it's going relatively on an upward trajectory. So anyways, I just wanted to check out something real quick. Tommy Versetti, thank you so much. Spinley saving the show. That's right. Vice City. That's right. How could I forget? You know what I didn't know? I didn't know was Ray Liotta in Black Ops? Because I think I was out after two, but I thought I saw Red Pill Us on the best Elvis album. Well, so here's the thing. I thought it was from Elvis to Memphis. I was re-listening to that, and to tell you the truth, I was pretty let down because I thought that was the guitar-centered album, but it's actually a lot more mellow. So, not to say that's a reason why it's on another it's beneath anything. It's just I guess I went into it with the wrong expectation. On the other hand, That's the Way It Is was surprisingly better than I remembered. So, That's the Way It Is overall, I don't know, cuz the first album is a bit dated. And obviously there's classic stuff on there. There's also a lot of covers, kind of similar to Zeppelin's first album. And and then you got the second Elvis. So Elvis Presley's the debut and then Elvis is the second. I don't know. I'm going to say That's the Way It Is right now. I do have to listen to more though. And also I'm not giving a fair hearing to the gospel albums because it's been a while. But off the top of my head, That's the Way It Is. There's a song called Poke Salad Annie, which is very wholesome. And I think a lot of people should check that one out. If you're gonna check a track out, it's not on the official track listing. I think it's a bonus extra content. So that's a bit of a weird one. I found a good live video too. That's another key thing. Well, I don't know. I also don't know if you can beat 68 comeback, the comeback special. That's kind of him at his peak in a way, even though he's kind of had his legacy preserved. So that might be it. And then I gotta re-listen to the Hawaii show because I'm not fully in tune. I think I remember a song or two from that concert, and he might have given a shout out on stage to Zeppelin around that time. I don't know if that's correct. I'm probably wrong, but that's just off the top of my head. I've been listening to Elvis a lot more recently, and it's just good times. It's just good times. Even something as mainstream as Hound Dog, I was focusing on the riff side of that song. For what it's worth, this might sound like hope. I don't really agree, but some I was reading people talk about Elvis, and someone was saying, for what it's worth, the girls don't go crazy like Beatlemania crazy until the backing band starts the riff, sets the rhythm in motion. And so it's implying that Elvis is not really the main attraction. Obviously, that's not the case, but there is something to the fact that, yeah, it's Elvis, and if you watch the Ed Sullivan performances, it's not just him up there. So there's something to be said about that. And that riff sounds like a Dick Dale riff, sounds like California surf rock. And I think one of the first TV appearances was in the San Diego area. It might have been somewhere else in California, but that was just, it's a good vibe. It's a good vibe. And for people who are kind of stuck listening to certain kinds of metal, I think it's nice to go back to the roots of it. Not just from a historical perspective, but just there's a lot of there's a lot of stuff you can recommend to people. That's the other thing too. You're not gonna win a lot of people over if you stick to the extreme stuff. So, bass guitarist, big if true, big if true. Um, Ludwig, I gotta check that out. I'm not too familiar. Hold on a second. Do we have a fellow Poke Salad Annie appreciator? It's a very goofy, like southern lyrics, but again, that makes it better. Okay, that makes it's up a notch. Yeah, and that's not his song. That's the other thing too. Loving the music. Let's go. Thank you, man. Thank you, Ludwig. I appreciate it. Man. We're getting away from autopilot. We're getting away from it. And if John Morton, I think is his name, John Morton left a comment on the second to last video talking about I could set up a Spotify playlist and send it over to you guys, and then it can be like a live reaction. I don't know if that would work. That would take a lot of that would be asking you guys. That's more interactive than you guys probably signed up for. So what I was thinking was like you could literally blast music on stream and maybe to the point where you can barely hear me. But that's what I was thinking about, and I was reveling in that. So would be nice. Would be nice. But oh, EH, what are you doing? What are you doing over here? Gators got your granny. So, dude, it's so true. Many are saying this. Man, dude, Vingle totally gets it. We're on the same wavelength. Um, oh man, I'm failing you over here. I hold on 1 second. I'm a Gen X guy. We have failed. We all do the slow burn. Any Gen X dude that I know feels how I do, but they don't talk about it. Back home, you don't talk about it at parties, but you. I mean, that's not Ray Liotta, but you want me on that wall. You need me on that wall. That is the proverbial Gen X archetype. That's what Zoomers are gonna have to catch up with. They're gonna have to learn to take that advice, that older advice from their predecessors. It's gonna be tough because one of the themes is uniting under the banner of Gen Z, sticking with our own, very ethnocentric. And with that also comes a lot of mudslinging towards boomers and Gen X, millennials. Somebody I was watching some of her interviews, but I think it's Helen Andrews. She's a mainstream type, a commentator type, but even she's a millennial and she has that book about boomers. And that kind of insight, it's a little normy, there's I think there's chapters about people and that's kind of like an entry into what the eras were like, but she may have some blind spots. I don't know if that's to kind of stay have that cachet in the mainstream web. But, someone like her who's kind of looking at generations from a cultural perspective, that's what I like to stick with. And, yeah, EH, you're right. There is something to the young Elvis in the late 50s, and then '68 Special, that's some years after, so some might argue that's not his peak, maybe. But I don't know. I'd be curious. I guess I gotta check out, what's the 4chan for the Elvis lore? Are there people that really cling on to the early stuff? And I don't know. I can't counter signal, I don't think, the gospel albums, even though it's a different genre. I think there's some value there. Elvis, this was I didn't verify this, but I've heard Elvis, he he felt a certain way because he would go to he felt like he couldn't go to church because if he went, people would recognize him and then they'd want him to sing. And so it took away from the experience of church. And I think there's something interesting with that anecdote. There is, I think, a lot of overlap between Elvis and this bygone era of America. That's why Elvis met Nixon, according to the legend. You know, he didn't like the cultural trends of the '60s, and I think it implies he identified with that bygone era over the shifting tides. So, hey man, Elvis, our guy, Elvis Aaron Presley. Coincidence? It is interesting. It is interesting. So, yes, the rhythm section. The rhythm section. Oh my goodness, bass guitarist in Mississippi. Oh my goodness. That's legendary, man. Yeah. I got to get there one of these days. I got to get there, you know. And it's as someone was saying, this Elvis movie is going to introduce a whole, we've kind of gotten off of Ray Liotta. That wasn't really the intention, but anyways, about Elvis, this movie's going to possibly introduce Gen Z on the Elvis question. So it'll be nice to kind of see that in online. I'd like to stretch that out as much as we can, because that's a big one. But anyways, yeah, yeah. I gotta find out this Ray Liotta thing real quick, real quick. Is that true? Who did he even voice? All right, let's pull it up. I also misspelled his name. That's great. All right, guys, help me out here. Oh wow. How about that? How about Vice City in the first paragraph? Oh, that's right, the B movie. Who could forget? Who could forget? He was in that Sopranos movie. I didn't know that. I didn't watch it. I heard things. Oh, Identity. That was the other one. Yeah, Identity. Bit of talking about twists that jump the shark. Maybe, but hey, this was part of my childhood, so let's go easy. Hey, killing them softly. You want to talk about there's also there's only one woman in this entire movie, I think. I know there was that list of movies that don't have any women, but this one almost made the cut. But yeah, man, this was underrated. I'm surprised this is another one that doesn't get put in the archive of all the others. He's kind of the kind of represents the old gangster archetype, and because Brad Pitt kills him, and but that kind of sets the story in motion, and I don't know. You guys should still check it out because it is something. It is something. It's very pessimistic. I feel like people live their lives based off the tone of this movie, even if they haven't seen it. This sort of, but it is an interesting way to do a crime drama. It's I miss I kind of miss the Christian aspect of a lot of the Godfather, Mean Streets, but I don't know if things are gonna like with the Batman movie for that to be very kind of a doomer ish. This is kind of in that same line with a little bit more. This is also James Gandolfini's last movie, as far as I know. That's another thing. It's like, how would you would think that would be the selling point for a lot of people? Unlawful entry, unlawful entry, classic with Kurt Russell too. Man, oh man, psychological thriller. That's I don't know about that. I don't quite. That doesn't sound right. I would just say it's. I don't know. Thriller is kind of an ambiguous term. Not really psychological from what I remember. All right, man. It still hasn't hit for me too. That's the other thing. It hasn't really hit. What do we got? How could I forget Muppets from Space? Muppets from Space. All right, let me find. Oh, and then Sin City too. My goodness, my goodness. But that's kind of like that's a bit different. Did he play Frank Sinatra? That's interesting. All right. Where's the Black Ops thing? I gotta Billy Handsome and zombies. And then what? Oh, okay, these are the same. This is the trilogy. Does anyone remember this? The trilogy. Man, oh man. Is that do I don't think that's over here, but who is that? I don't even recognize. Remember there was that George Romero zombies. Let me see. Let me see. That had some actors in it. Danny Trejo. I guess. What did I not play zombies? This doesn't even look familiar. Do you guys remember this? Yo, Vingal, you're probably gone already, but thank you. But thank you. Oh, dude, bass guitarist. No, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that. I gotta check that out. The list is getting a bit extensive. Where's the? Yeah, I don't know anything about this. Easter egg. What? I guess I didn't play zombies the same way I did for the first Black Ops. I don't know, man. This is. But yeah, do you guys remember in Vice City, they would after certain cutscenes, it would cut to black and you would get a monologue like Goodfellas? The idea that you would have the Henry Hill character go from, like, this sharp dressed dude, and then in Vice City, he doesn't wanna tell Rosenberg that he that he can't change out of his Hawaiian shirt because he likes it, as if that blue one at what's the place called? Oh, man, what's I'm gonna have to check out this afterwards, but no, no, no. I think it's near Ocean View. Oh, man. Yo, remember this, remember this. So true. Yeah, I forgot. But yeah. Mob of the Dead, that's right, Mob of the Dead. Forget every been a while since oh, Brian, what's going on, man? What's going on? Yeah, it's a casual stream, okay? We're retiring structure for a little bit here. Oh, man. Oh, man. But yeah, let me see. I also saw that the Elvis family was, sounds like pretty supportive of the new movie too, so it's good to have that. Remember when Tarantino was a bit on the outs for the Bruce Lee family? Narc? I gotta see that. Man. Thank you, Douglas. Thank you, Douglas Edward. Yeah. Alright, alright. I don't know what you expect from this stream, but it's just a little rewind. But yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna how to do, like, a music stream. The idea is to find, like, a space where I could send people a link to play music without getting copyrighted. That's the thing. That's the idea. So so we'll see. But man. But yeah. Yeah, we got some stuff lined up. I gotta reach out to that, the Christian critique of Evola. Gotta reach out to this guy, to this guy. Gotta reach out to him. And what else? Carlsbad. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Well, all right. Well, thank you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Any housekeeping things? Not sure. Not sure. Not sure. Man. No. But yeah. But yeah. All right. Also, yeah, that's right. That's right, Spinley. That is right. Oh, let me get Let me get something real quick. Where is where is Harvey Dent? There he is. Yeah, also, let me a shout out to Classical Theist. Where is it? A shout out. Because I feel like a lot of people neglect. So, all right. All right, I'm done. Got some got some people here. Two. Oh, okay, Brian. Interesting, interesting. Did I miss? Yeah, I gotta watch some Ray Liotta. I gotta watch some, and I gotta report back too. So, in one way or another. All right. Well, thank you guys. Yo, Trouble has just stopped in. Yeah, just pretty surprised by the news. Let me. Can I fix the title live on air? Yeah, Goodfellas, Goodfellas. And even though the Henry Hill character kind of similar to Edward Norton in Fight Club, his arc you could argue might ruin your experience because he's taught throughout the film to never rat on your friends, and then that's exactly what happens. And so does it really make sense for Edward Norton to want to overcome his Tyler Durden? I can understand like the violent aspects you would want to subdue that, but the idea that Tyler Durden is not useful in any way, can't have any space, and has to be completely destroyed. That seems a bit like jumping the shark. And especially when he's trying to surrender to Maud, or what is it, Marlin? What's her name? I don't remember. But it seems a bit, and you got that Pixie song. It's another layer of the cliche. I don't know. Are we supportive of that? Seems like it could use some work, but I don't know. But anyway, what else? But yeah, unlawful entry, pretty underrated. Because you got Kurt Russell. How could you? That's another one. I'm surprised. I'm sure Mystery Grove knows all about it, but it just seems like that would be the perfect package to sell people. Hey, you got these two guys, and they're fighting against each other too. Isn't that kind of like Tequila Sunrise? I'm not talking about the show Tequila Sunrise. I'm talking about Kurt Russell, Michelle Pfeiffer. Who's the other one? Is that Ray Liotta too? Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. In real time. That's Ray Liotta too, isn't it? Oh, I'm getting the drink. I'm getting the drink. Wait a second. No, no, no. Man. No, that's Mel Gibson. Excuse me. That's Mel Gibson. Sorry about that. That's Mel Gibson. Last film you watched was Falling Down. Yo, let's go. Yo, let's go. I know Mystery Grove kind of has a critique. It's a bit of a caricature of the right wing, but I don't know. I would ask then, why does he resist talking to that guy that sells boots? If he was the caricature, why does I guess because it's pessimistic. It's uh it's a self-pity side of the right that probably we should graduate from. I think that was his take. But I don't know. It's still like an everyman critique of what LA was turning into, which is relevant to the US overall. So no, that's good to hear, Brian. Was it Marla? Yeah, Marla. Thank you, Trouble. Thank you. Yeah. What else? But yeah, no, Vice City. It is funny that that is the GTA that you got all these stars and you got Dennis Hopper, which is like that's another Zoomer thing is I can't imagine video games not being this mainstream thing. The fact that you could get A-listers to drop audio on all of these digital characters. To them, it's probably easy, but yeah, Narc, man, I gotta check that out. I gotta check that out after the show, actually. But yeah, hey, I watches The Watchmen. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nah, it's too bad. It's too bad. And Field of Dreams, that's something that because it's around sports, it's a bit of a blind spot. But again, I can, like I said on the second to last stream, I can put aside. I can put aside stuff like that. Like, what's the other one? Eight Men Out. That's got Charlie Sheen. There's just something about the visual of that movie that I feel like I could walk away from that, get something out of it. So yeah, that shouldn't. The other one is like Moneyball. There's just something about it that makes. Maybe it's because it was part of me growing up. But anyways, I'm running. As you can see, we're running out. We're running. The script is non-existent. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. But I just want an excuse to talk to you guys. That's the real friend thing. You gotta make time to make time. You know what I mean? Isn't that a Kanye line? Or it might be someone else who says that line in one of his songs, but it's so true. But it's so true. Regardless of who said it, it's so true. And it's so true. It's so true and real. Why are we getting more viewers? I'm trying to wind the show down. Unless you guys got some questions, got some anecdotes. I'm running on a thin line over here. Anyways, Black Ops 2, he was really thought I played Zombies too. Is that like a recent DLC? I don't get it, man. Just don't get it. Well, anyway, let's see how we did. Because I've been using Instagram as a resource to do promos. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right. Okay, okay. Yo, Calmer, thank you for stopping by. All right. As you can see, overstaying the welcome, overstaying. Don't want to be rude. Yo, Pyramid Head check, Silent Hill check. Oh, dude, are you serious? I didn't know about that. Let me pull that up. My goodness, man, what is going on? Oh, dude, JT Walsh is in Tequila Sunrise. Dude, that I got too much stuff. Uh-oh. Oh man, man. Yeah, yeah. Might have to listen to Yes too. That's that's rough, man. That's rough. Yeah. No, even being a metal guy, that's sort of seen as like the I remember Mustaine said that he liked stuff like Kansas, but then when they really edge into the progressive side of it, it becomes kind of a different genre, which is true. But again, personal preferences aside, I like to check stuff like that out because I think it's helpful. And honestly, there could be an argument to be made that stuff like Yes, progressive rock in general, that's kind of the peak of a lot of it's one of the peaks of music in general. I mean, you're really firing on all cylinders. Kind of like jazz, but I mean, you're doing it in this very technical way. It's hard for me to to write that off and say, even if I don't listen to it consistently. I mean, we're talking about guys where every member of the band does a solo at one point. I mean, that's not nothing. The Yes album. Yeah, there's another one too. What do you think of Topographic Oceans? What do you think about that, Pyramid Head? Give me some give me some lore, man. Give me some lore. Cuz Topographic Oceans kind of probably hit or miss for me, but I haven't listened to the whole thing, so I don't know. What do you think? Yo, John Anderson? It's just one of those things. And of course, the Roundabout album. My go-to is Rush, and I know that that's mainstream, but I mean, there is a lot of overlap. And then I also lean towards Emerson Lake and Palmer. That's the other one. Because that first album, what is that one that has Barbarian, Knife Edge? There's kind of some metal sounding stuff on there. You know what I mean? Yo, Mask from Kansas. Yo, let's go. Let's go. There's like one song on there that's very like if you listen to Brain Salad Surgery, there's that one song towards the end that's like a 70s rock song. It sounds like they're trying to fit in, but it's kind of you can overlook it. That shouldn't ruin the album. People shouldn't take that song and use it as evidence to say why this album is not perfect. I mean, it's you just got to and by the time you get to that song, I mean, you've been bombarded with all these classics, so but yeah. Okay, progressive rock is going to save this stream. Thank you guys. Thank you. Yeah, Kansas. Left Overture, man. That's probably mine. Left Overture. And then I got a DVD of oh man, oh man, we're so back. We're so back. I got a DVD of Kansas. Let me find it. One that I think you guys would appreciate. Is it that one? Is it that? Oh, I think it's Device Voice Drum. Yeah. No, that's it'd be cool to see some rock bands do that instead of this Greta Van Fleet nonsense. I don't mean to throw flack on. There was someone from last show that I missed their comment in the chat. They said that they got Greta Van Fleet tickets. I'd like to hear a review. I'd like to because they're just getting so much promo from people like Rolling Stone and I think Ultimate Classic Rock, all the rags. But there's something very polarizing about a band that reaches that kind of promotion level that quickly. Um, got to see Russian concert, Ed, a lucky man, a lucky man. Yeah, no. Uh, an old friend of mine got to see them on a tour where they were rotating the set list, and he got the best one. He got the one that had Natural Science. He got the one that had deep cuts. It's just, man, all these winners, all these winners. I look Is that right? Really? Really, Ed? Real? Big if true? Yeah, I don't know. Don't know if I can give that endorsement. There was that one Britney song on GTA 5, "Gimme More" on Nonstop Pop. I don't know. The jury's still out on that one. Let me see. Pyramid Head, you're dropping the lore. Excuse me. Come back to annually. Yeah, yeah. I think like the shortest song is like 12 minutes or 11 minutes. That's the thing about Topographic Oceans. It's a bit polarizing. Not for everybody. Yeah, no, I got you. I got you, Ed. Thank you, though. Thank you. Oh, all the songs are 20 minutes. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, yeah. Talk about a double. That's like a quadruple album at that point, isn't it? And I'm a guy who can barely get through Use Your Illusion. So, no, it's challenging. I think people should be open to that kind of stuff. 4 tracks, 20 minutes. Man. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I just thought the Rush format was so accessible. You would have half of a album is a story, and then the other half is radio friendly songs. And the radio friendly songs are progressive too, so it's not like it's this big endeavor. Ooh, EH. I think that band is named after one of the worst death metal albums. But, I don't think I've heard that. I haven't heard the album that you put in chat, but that band I think is named after yeah, that band's a bit there's something. There's something. Yes. Oh, Ed, thank you for reminding me. Yeah, that video of the guys in Rush having dinner. That's that's very wholesome, man. It's very wholesome. What is it? What was Caesar's last words to the Senate? Does anybody remember that one? Man, oh man. No, that's good. That's good stuff. 4 times, man. Still really don't have a strong opinion. No, I think that that's interesting. I think it's interesting to have stuff like that that's hard to categorize. No, it's never been in a rush. Oh, dude. Hey, Pyramid Head, we gotta if you wanna, cause like the Yes album, I think is the most I've dove into Yes. But I'd like you to send me some songs if you don't mind through this Discord. Cause I'm gonna have to try that out. I might have to try. It is a big investment, so it's one of those things. But yeah, for Rush, man, I would just say La Villa Strangiato. I think that's a good entry, even though it's a bit long. I mean, I know that the you're not immune to these epic tracks. The Villa Strangiato, I think that's a good entry level. What's another one? I mean, even like Tom Sawyer, even though that's mainstream. But yeah, Hemispheres. Hemispheres, I think, is valuable. Oh, did Rick not like Topographic Oceans? Oh man, did he really? Is there like footage of that? Is there footage of him actually looking visibly bored, preoccupied with other stuff? That's pretty funny. Okay, yeah, that's a bit revealing. That's funny. That's funny. Oh, man. Now you guys got me thinking, man. But, man, Ray Liotta, Prague, and Elvis, man. Think about that. Think about that. All right. All right. I'll let you guys carry on. Carry on. I know that's yeah, yeah. No, that was that was an appropriate pun. There we go. And yeah, when will I be back? Not sure. I didn't realize this was a holiday weekend or something. I don't know. Be me being out of school kind of it's kind of like being born in the 21st century. It's too many choices, too many options. So we'll see. I think we'll be dropping a Mind Phaser episode next week with Thomas. With Thomas, glad to be back with Thomas, man. You know how it is. We won't cry no more. Yo, record deepness in chat. Love you, man. I love you, man. I've seen all. Man. The rock radio, man. The I've seen all good people. Would have been nice for them to overplay some other songs from that album. Hello. It's just, it's all so tiresome. Don't ruin a good song. What's what's that, Ed? Did you mistype? Oh, okay. Man, I'm out of the loop. I'm out of the loop. I also got to get a better diet too. That's the other thing. Maybe that can help me out. So, all right, all right, all right, all right. The funny thing about Prague is it all kind of Robert Fripp was kind of right when he said it reached its peak because soon after, I think it was ELP who did the Love Beach album, where they're all standing there in their outfits, their like beach attire, and it's like what in the world? I'm sure Pyramid Head knows all about it. Pyramid Head, between chasing James in Silent Hill, is also listening to Prague. That's pretty interesting. What would be a nice prog song to play for Silent Hill? I don't know. It's a bit. Well, you could any song that has like a piano that's a bit ominous. That's a whole other tangent, man. Ed, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Yeah, we'll be wrapping up soon. Close to the edge. Yeah, thank you. There you go. There you go. Anyways, no, we're all over the place here. We're all over the place on this show. Peaked in the early 70s in prog metal. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if a lot of the prog that came out in the 90s, I don't know if it really does it justice because I think Dream Theater definitely took it in a better direction. They're also kind of hit or miss for me. It really depends. It's got to be careful. Got to be careful. But man, oh man, yeah. It'd be nice if prog metal didn't edge into the metal. You know what I mean? Because the prog rock already has a lot of the best perks of metal, the technicality, all the different solos, going in different scales. I don't really need Meshuggah to, we need more of an alternative sound. We need more distortion on the guitars. It's like how I said Gen X ruined metal. They think the most polarizing aspects of it are the best parts, and it's like we don't really need the. Yes, Stream Theater, very inconsistent. Thank you, Pyramid. Yo, Record Demons, Brave New World. In a brave new world. How about Ghost of the Navigator? What's another? I like what is it? Dream of Mirrors. I only dream in black and white to save me from myself. Is that Dream of Mirrors? What am I thinking of? What am I thinking of? Oh, I don't know, David. I don't know. That's a good question. Lost. Yeah, it's Dream of Mirrors. Nah, that's like an epic. Man, yeah, I think Brave New World. I see that's one where Razorfist said that's the end of Iron Maiden, and it's like, man, of all the albums to say that about, that's the album that's where the long songs work compared to this Samurai album they recently put out. It's like, man, um, see, okay, slight disagreement. I think Silent Planet is a bit repetitive. What's the other song? That other song, Love and Hate. Love and Hate's the other one that's I think repetitive. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. You're taking me back out of the Silent Planet. The thin line between love and hate. Yeah, it's those are the 2 songs where I get the critique that it's meandering, but I don't know about those other ones. I don't know. Yo, Pyramid Head, you gotta help me out with some of these bands. I know it's hit or miss. Well, the rhythm, maybe it's the vocals, honestly. I like the tempo changes and all that, but yeah. No, just I think you're onto something. Yo, Pyramid Head, thank you, man. Hey, man, anytime, I know it sounds autistic, but anytime you wanna drop songs, just random songs, because I constantly wanna I'm actually a bit behind, but you guys are kinda getting me into this mindset. But thank you, I appreciate it, man, I appreciate it. Oh, man. Once again, the show goes by too fast. Only quality, only quality. Very cool, very cool. Nah, it's I'm open to all kinds of stuff, and, I just feel like people really exploit the extreme sides of the genre, and, trying to turn what is it? People try to turn, prog metal into, they're a bit too on the nose with, like, the operatic stuff, you know what I'm saying? I think this is, like, a European thing, but, again, I feel like Rush, Yes, Kansas, these guys found the right format, and it's a bit limiting because it's 70s sounding, so that's where you get bands like Dream Theater to update that sound and make it sound more timeless. But we don't have to have that song from Brain Salad Surgery. We don't have to have these little cliches. And maybe Meshuggah could do that for me. It's just when they go all in with the distortion, it sounds like Five Finger Death Punch or something. Not again, not to I don't that I'm not trying to trash the band. I'm trying to be respectful about it. It's just you know what I'm saying when metal bands really go all out with the production and stuff like that. Like the Nuclear Blast stuff is very short-sighted, I think. In my opinion. Yes, there you go. Yeah, Genesis is another one that I think really resonates. I read that in Willem Dafoe's delivery. I'm I'm a bit of a rock and metal guy myself. All right. All right. All right. I'm holding you guys up. Holding you guys up, and I don't mean to be rude. I'm excited to be back with you guys. That's the thing. So, yeah, we'll be back next week, whether it's Mind Phaser or elsewhere. I also got to talk to Paul. Paul, man. So, alrighty, alrighty. I also got to rewatch that Ned's Declassified finale again. Again, it's important. It's important. So, thank you guys for stopping by. If you guys got nothing else, the music lore. Yeah, yeah. I think see that's what I like about Matt. That's what I like about Thomas. These guys come at me with these curveballs and we're all listening to similar stuff, but then, they'll drop a take that people in politics don't really take advantage of. I know people see pop culture as this lesser thing, but I mean if that's where everybody's engaged with, I think it's helpful to check that stuff out. And also, just there's just good music. There's stuff there. I could listen to a song on repeat for too long, and so there's stuff like that. Oh my goodness, look who just dropped in. Bryce Talks Metal. We gotta do like a live stream on your channel, man, because you got guys that are always talking questions. Yo, Pyramid Head, recognizing the name, yeah, man. Nah, Bryce is cool. Bryce is cool. Whoa, whoa, wait a second. Record deepness. What are you implying with that? What are you talking about, man? Gonna counter signal Ned? What's the problem, man? What's the problem? You talking about Billy? Billy's like the rebel of the high school. Even though he sells out by the 3rd season and he doesn't even get with Mose. So like what's up with that? The whole arc is messy. I don't know about that one. Yeah, Bryce talks metal, man. You gotta your chat. Bryce has got another chat that's also it's also insightful. Yeah, sit. Is she really? Oh, that's right. That's crazy, man. That's right. That's right. She is. Zoomer moment, man. Zoomer moment. Yeah. What Yeah, that's pretty surreal. That's pretty surreal. Killing them softly. Thank you, Winston Wolf. Thank you. People don't appreciate that movie enough. Even though he's like a secondary character, still it's nice to see it as one style of crime dramas, kind of looking back on the others. I don't know if that's the intent, but I mean, you got might be too. Might be too. Shredder, man. Are you serious? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Ned grew his hair out, but I don't think that lasted. See, I was so oh, okay, here we go. Man, oh man. Oh man, this is the guy oh no, Matilda's Danny DeVito, excuse me. I don't think I've seen this Shredderman. Man, oh man. Yeah, who said something about leaving? Who said something about leaving? See, this is how cringe I was. You want to know? This is a real human being moment. I was confused to see Ned go with Mose because I was like, "What? You've been chasing Susie for basically 2 seasons. I don't know if you want to totally count all 3, but it's this off and on thing. And so again, this is a very linear. This is the pre-Hegelian Spenglerian perspective, but this idea that you put in so much investment into Susie, and then to end up with Mose at the end, to me that was like a betrayal. That was the guy who had his priorities out of whack. I was wrong. I was the one who was short-sighted, and it should have told me something when what's that episode where Feynman leaves to go to the soccer league, whatever stupid nonsense. Well, but it's perfect. It's perfect because he leaves. That gives Ned and Mose a chance to really do some introspection and find out who the real priority is. And so they walk because Feynman leaves, and then they walk in through the hallway, and they got the whole school behind them, the entire school supporting the shipping of these two characters. And then you find out that Susie is actually not going to move, which is very subversive. It delays the show. The ending that we got in the last episode of season 3, 40-minute episode, we could have just gotten it in that one episode, but we had to drag it out because, and Ned, gullible as he is, he falls for it. He's like, wow, this is so great to have Susie back in. I don't have to be having these conflicted thoughts about Mose. And Mose understands. No, wait a second. This is a character flaw. This is not an evolution. This is not. And it's funny because Ned can read that. He can read that from her. And he's still gonna go with Susie. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Should have known. Should have known in the seventh grade dance. It's not the eighth grade. It's not the eighth grade. It's the seventh grade dance where they do the double date. I forgot that blonde guy's name. I'm blanking on it. You know who else? Speaking of the Elvis movie, the guy, what is it, Austin Butler? He's in Ned's Declassified. He's one of these he's one of these blonde dudes, and he's the guy in iCarly who couldn't sing he was gonna go on iCarly, but then they heard his voice and decided this can't happen. This is gonna be embarrassing. We can't allow this to air. So anyways, another connection to keep this all consistent, to assure people that we have a structure on the show. But yeah, no, it's very a lot of subversive stuff going on in James K. Polk High School. Okay, a lot of turns. Anyways, yo, there you go, Bryce, there you go. They aired that with the finale, Record Deepness. I didn't know that. All right. I was saving that for the first episode when we were back. I said that. I said, and I'm thinking in the back of my mind, like nobody probably. Anyways, well, that's good. That's good. No, but thank you guys. Thank you guys for giving me the time of day. I didn't. Yo. I didn't do nothing. Marky, you getting in the car. You know you're getting in the car. Just tell me. Oh man, this is so criminal that I can't share stuff like that on the air because it gets copyright struck. I shared one scene from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and it told me, "Hey, you got to cut this out." And it's my goodness, man. I'm just trying to share. I'm trying to share something authentic here. Marky, I didn't do nothing, and everybody's having a good time, but Marky just can't help himself. You know that. When he faked that robbery. You know who did that? It was me. But if anything happens again, everyone's gonna know it's Trapman. It's Trapman, nothing but Trapman out on the streets. Winston Wolf, man. Winston Wolf, thank you. On the streets, it's Trapman, nothing but Trapman. Yeah, too bad, man. That's why you don't cry wolf. Winston Wolf. That's why, man. You don't cry wolf. You know they're gonna kill you. You know that, don't you? Doesn't have to happen. Shouldn't happen. Why don't you just walk away? Hey, leave the poor guy alone. You got all the money. Oh man. It's so underrated. Why? It's James Gandolfini's last role. Why don't people shill it? I got the shotguns in the trunk. It's beautiful. Boom, I'm under arrest. Felony possession. It is so. Oh man. What else? Yeah. Oh, man. Alright, alright. Now there's not enough structure. You're right, you're right. Alright. Alright, do we wrap it up? You guys got anything else? Got any more prog? Got any more Yes albums? Any Rick Wakeman shilling? Any Elvis the Pelvis? Ned Bigby? Anything else? Winston, no, 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 no. No, no, no. You can't. I'm not gonna say that on the show. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, Winston. Winston, you know what the quote is. I'm not gonna say. Please don't put that in chat either. We know. I guess. Yeah, yeah. A little bit of a. A little bit of a disavow. Although one thing, I guess one way around that question is we could say it's sunny, right? We could say it's. Oh man, Sunny, the unsung actress. She's not even in the film technically, but she does have an impact on the plot. He wants to go out there in his skimmies to do the job. He wasn't. Oh, that is so funny. Oh, what the? Oh man, Radlib. Radlib's got a based off of a Thomas article. Man, I got to check that out. My goodness. Alrighty, alrighty. Thank you, Winston. That's a bit of a high note. That's a bit of a high note. All right, all right. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens with these things too. We'll see. You gonna what is it? I gotta be sure. I gotta be sure, Marky. We spend all night here making sure. Not gonna like it. I gotta find out who those actors are. Those two guys. Get out of the car, Marky. Listen. Is it Steve? Listen, Steve. Let me explain. Get out of the car now, Marky. I gotta watch that, man, instead of Narc. I just gotta relive that. Because Goodfellas is one of those movies that kind of gets abused on TV, but oh man. Thank you, Winston. Thank you for saving the show. Oh, all right. All right. I think we've overstayed this stream long enough. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. Some cool people stopped by. Stopped by for the after show. And yeah, want to thank Thomas and Matt again for giving us the hookup with a great talk on basically what we're doing here. So yeah, thank you guys for stopping by. We'll be back probably around next week, something like that. But yeah, hey guys, enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the rest of the week. I'll catch you guys later.